Hello and welcome back to Pokemon. We are here, ready to continue our quest to become a Pokemon Master. Last time we left off here at the Pokemon Go complex. For those of you who watched on Twitch, of course you saw me catch some of the different Pokemon that I brought over and kind of how I went through that process of transferring some Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. I'm sorry, from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go. I ended up putting some of them on Home, but we went through and kind of caught some. And then for those of you who watched on YouTube, of course you saw a little bit of that. I didn't go through the whole process. I cut it down because it was a bigger thing and it wasn't the most exciting to watch, I'll be honest. Kind of going through, it was a lot like Diamond and Pearl. You bring in the Pokemon, they get brought into a special room, and then you go ahead and just try to catch them. The only difference there is Diamond and Pearl, I think, had a much better system where you ran and found the Pokemon in the Safari Zone kind of like area in the wild, and then you threw a Pokeball, and then you would catch it. And that was it. With this, you actually had to catch it, and it had a chance of breaking out and everything like that, which was a little obnoxious and annoying. However, that being said, it is still nice to be able to bring in a bunch of the Kanto Pokemon from Pokemon Go and Meltan. And the Alolan forms, that's all you can bring in at this point, and that's the only way to get them at this point. Right now, you don't have the ability like you do with Pokemon Go or Pokemon Home to transfer. But we're back. What we're doing right now is we're going to go ahead and come back through this section. We ended up skipping a bunch of these trainers because we were on the verge of death and we were slightly under-leveled. So we're going to go back through. We're going to beat these trainers just to get some final training in. Then we're going to go ahead and take on Koga. And we'll visit the beach at Fuchsia City because we haven't been down there yet. And then from there, we'll keep on moving. And it'll be onward to Saffron City. So as you can see here, we've had some changes to our team. A little bit. Of course, through the natural training, which a lot of it was just through catching in Let's Go, and in the Go complex, and through pretty much mostly that there, and some of the battles and stuff we did during that last section. That kind of led to just some level ups and everything. So Apples is now, of course, a Charizard, which is great for us. We have Charizard. We still have Shadow the Pikachu. Turin has leveled up, so he is still Butterfree, but he's almost level 4. Jeez, Apples is still getting pooped on though, unfortunately. So we do need to see if we can do something about that. But this is actually perfect, just so I can show you here. So the current team is mostly the same. We mainly swapped out Ryan for Leonardo, our Squirtle, who through training is leveled up to a Blastoise. Leonardo was thanks to a generous streamer from last session who went ahead and was just very kind and generous and everything with what they were doing in the stream. So they got to pick a Pokemon and have it be added to the team. Go ahead and pick out the name for it, and that's what they chose. So Leonardo is now on our team. And I'm pretty happy about it. Squirtle's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I know my team looks almost like what you'd expect Red's team to look like, but we're not going to go for a full Red team. I promise. We'll probably do a little bit more swapping as we get closer to the Elite Four and kind of towards that end game. For now, we'll probably just keep up with what we've got here at the moment. U-turn is just fast for this dude. It's a quick little Primate. There we go. But if there are Pokemon that you see, and kind of the same thing, you want them on the team, you want them named or anything like that, if you're watching on the stream, you actually, if you're a follower, you'll earn channel points. There's a whole bunch of different points that you can, things you can do to earn those points. Just to kind of name a few, there's things like where you can make the chat emote only for a few minutes. There's stuff where you can like, we'll rate your pets. So if you pick that one, you submit a link with a picture of your pet. We'll go ahead and rate it. All right, I think I ran past. I think I beat you. Yes. Thank you for battling with your babies. I think I beat you, maybe? Don't think I beat you. Oh, I forgive you. I can take it. Okay, so I did beat you. Yeah, I think I beat all 3 of the Evolution girls. Yeah, but to kind of go on, there's stuff like that. There's stuff where, we'll say certain, we'll limit certain words, like, during the stream. So if things get hectic or whatever, you can, have us where we can't curse for X amount of minutes, which is great for when someone's raging. There's stuff where, like, oh, run an ad or whatever. There's things like where we'll go ahead and, add games to a list to try, kind of through like suggestions, but we'll actually, hunt them down and try to play them if we can, within reason. There's stuff, that highlights your message so you can see those, and they stand out in the chat. There's a lot of fun to be had in the chat, but with that we also have a bunch of custom ones. Like there's ones where that let you name Pokemon after you and everything. Actually, I don't want to battle you just yet. Oh, just because I want to go ahead and heal up our whole team, so everyone can get experience off of these battles. That's not what I need. We need medicine. I'll need to pick up a few more revives from the Pokemon Center when we get back to town. Probably top off our potions just to be safe. Alright, so we've got these swapped. Let's go ahead and put Pikachu back at the front. Since Pikachu is the strongest and we want to kind of get through these so we can move on with our story and our adventure, we're going to put Pikachu back at the front. I'm a coach, yes. Let's battle for the extra XP. As long as you don't have a rock Pokemon as your first Pokemon, which should be fine. Coach Trainer Grantley. But yeah, so there's a lot of fun to be had on the channel itself. Typically with these streams, these have been filling our Saturday morning slot. So that's Eastern Standard Time, usually between about 9:30 and 10 a.m. kind of for the starting point, is when generally we'll go ahead and start. And then from there we'll run through a few hours, usually 3 to 4 hours, 4-hour stream in the morning. Sometimes a little bit longer based off what we're playing or what we're doing there, but that's kind of the window that we shoot for with Saturday morning. For those streams after Pokemon, I'm not sure what we'll jump into next. Of course, based off when this goes out on the YouTube, it could be a little while. So things, plans might have changed or things might have gone into motion. So just keep that in mind. However, I will say that more than likely we might jump back into Kingdom Hearts. That was something that someone requested we play. So I went ahead and played a little bit of the first Kingdom Hearts there. And I did have a blast with it, so I think we might jump back into it and kind of pick up. The plan was to probably go through like Kingdom Hearts 1, maybe jump into a short, different game, jump into Kingdom Hearts 2, kind of, and go through all of the Kingdom Hearts games there through the collections. So that might be the plan. Like I said, we'll see. There's quite a few different options and things that we can do. Splishy Splash. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But Nintendo has also announced quite a few fun games that are coming out here within the next couple weeks and in the coming months, so we may jump into some of those as well. It just really depends. Like they did announce for Mario's 35th anniversary, they announced for the Switch for a limited time they are selling a bundle that's got a remastered Sunshine, a remastered Mario 64, and a remastered Mario Galaxy. So I'm definitely going to pick that up It's only available for a limited time. I'm torn how I want to do that. Hopefully they'll give some more information, but the way that apparently it's going to have a limited retail release where they're only making and selling new copies between like September 18th of 2020 and like March 31st of 2021. So just keep that in mind if that's something that you want, because of course it's limited, unfortunately. I don't know if that means that they're going to do something where they'll, like, you know, after that time frame they'll focus on selling it digitally or something like that, you know, only, or, you know, they won't sell it as a bundle anymore and you have to buy all 3 games separate for what ends up being a little bit higher of a cost or something like that. I'm hoping it's not just like a Disney Vault kind of thing where they pulled it out of the vault for a limited time and whatever. I mean, it could be. Hopefully not, though. But they're doing that. I'm excited about that one. In February of 2021, they're relaunching Mario 3D World. They're bringing that over to the Switch, and they're also adding a huge like DLC story thing with it called like Bowser's Fury. So they've got that in the works. So they've got some cool stuff planned that we might check out here as well. And of course, those of you who watch other streams know that, you know, I've been playing some Fall Guys here and there as well during the week. So occasionally we might jump into something like that on a Saturday morning, or just kind of another random, more competitive and kind of multiplayer game, Halo or whatever. There's a lot of opportunity that we'll have here to be able to jump in and do during those Saturday morning slots. During the Saturday night slot, that is still set to be D&D primarily. Right now we are going through Curse of Strahd as of the streaming and recording of this video. We're going through Curse of Strahd. Again, upload time may be a little different. I expect it to still be going, but you never know. We could very well die and wipe in between now and when this episode goes out. Not sure about that though. But you know, but the plan is to keep that Saturday night slot as D&D. Outside of D&D, the only other things we're typically going to be doing on Saturday nights are how do you avoid a fire spin? Are going to be like board game. We're hopefully going to be able to go ahead and do some board games and some card games and things like that. We're working on getting that system upgraded and set in place, so that way we can do that here as well. We have a basic setup, like our D&D setup kind of works for it, but we definitely want to see if we can improve things a little bit more as well to make it a little bit better. And that's kind of the goal. Jerk. Using a full restore. Let's have wing attack go through and then we'll swap out. If we can. Go Leonardo, you can tank the hit for sure. Yeah, so that's kind of the Saturday night and everything here as well. Definitely a lot of fun. It's a more laid back stream. You know, we're all just playing, you know, and having a fun time with the adventure, focusing on that. We do still respond to chat, respond to comments, and everything like that as well. But it's a lot of fun. If you're a fan of D&D, definitely worth, I think, watching, just because there's not a lot of D&D out there in terms of streams and stuff like that still use kind of the table. I'm a little biased because of course I'm in it, but you know, we use a multi-camera setup. We use the actual table and the miniatures and stuff like that, and the actual books and everything like that to make it more personal, which is a lot of fun and definitely something that we enjoy. You know, like come up with the characters, and you know, got a great DM and all that kind of stuff, so it's a lot of fun with that. That's kind of where that's currently at. From there, all right, let's swap and put Leonardo at the front. So we take down this one here. After we finish Curse of Strahd, I'm not sure what campaign we'll be jumping into. I think it's gonna be a new campaign that's coming out here this month. At least it's coming out in September. It's I'm blanking on the title. It's Rhyme of something. Let's see if I can find it real quick, because otherwise it's gonna bother me. It is Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. It's Icewind Dale Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. Is that the next campaign that we'll probably be running, which will be a lot of fun. Ooh, can we get the speed? Let's see if we can. Because if we can, then this will be great for apples. If not, that's going to be some bad luck. Well, still wasn't great luck. Well, we just put apples to sleep, so at least we could technically swap out apples. But we can also probably just go ahead and heal apples. I don't want to waste the hyper potion though. Let's get him back up to 70. Let's see what this Ivysaur does. Leech Seed. No. Could have been a worse move. Yeah, I'll take a little bit. And that'll heal, and then Fire Spin I think should activate. Yep, and take it right back. Alright. Can you wake up? Nope. We're gonna muscle through and see if we... Oh, that's gonna hurt a little bit more. Actually, that hurt a lot less than I expected. Especially with a critical. The Leech Seed hurts more. So then he'll heal up, and the Fire Spin will take it back down. Come on, wake up, apples. There you go. That's a good dragon. Alright, cool. Ivysaur's down. Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff's fairy. Yeah, let's keep battling for right now. We've got a few revives left if we end up getting into a bad spot before we battle this next trainer. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to use Dragon Rage. That wasn't the right move I meant to pick. Oh! Goodbye, apples. I forgot Leech Seed was going to stay around. Let's go, Leonardo. Scald that. Tough. I was going to say that puff, but it's not a Jigglypuff. Wow. That's a powerful body slam to paralyze Leonardo. I mean, he's just a giant turtle. And that led him to being able to outspeed me, which is a little weird. But we've got a whole bunch of games that we still want to play and want to do. Just to kind of cycle back to what we were talking about with games. They're not all scheduled or planned out or anything yet, of course, but just to kind of run through some of the ones that I know we still want to finish and we want to play for sure. Of course, like I mentioned, there's the Mario 35th Anniversary Pack. You know, all of those definitely are going to be fun and stuff that we want to hopefully dive into and go through. That was a weird camera freeze. Yeah, I know you are faster than me somehow. But we've got those. We've got the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Those came out. Now, those aren't going to be something that I'll probably do as a series of streams, but those are ones that I kind of want to bust out the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and play here and there. That's going to be probably like a, oh, we don't know what to play, let's play Tony Hawk kind of stream. Because that definitely seemed like a lot of fun. A buddy of mine picked that up. I'm waiting for my copy to arrive. Sadly, it's not here yet, but it's running a few days late, so I should have it pretty soon. But unfortunately, that means I have to wait a little bit here for that, but that's okay. I don't mind waiting an extra day or two for it to show up. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now, so no real complaints for me about that. Oh, I don't want to heal you. I always forget that I have to go into a separate menu to move. But yeah, so there was that. I've been wanting to play through the Uncharted games. I'm gonna wait on those a little bit, just because I know someone who is currently streaming them. So I don't want to go through, that fresh, because of course I support their stream and what they're doing. So I always like trying to watch and everything. I've dabbled with them and played them a little bit in the past, but it was very minor, and it was around the release. So we're talking like 2007 is when I touched it last. But I have, some friends who have been asking me to play those. Ow. So we've got those. I mean, and that's 4 games, maybe 5 if we end up doing Lost Legacy there. Like I said, we've got all the Kingdom Hearts. We're still running through Borderlands at the moment, which may not be happening too much longer the way the last Borderlands stream went. Unfortunately, the game just glitched out on us and it's very obnoxious. But we're still running through Catherine Full Body. We'll be hopefully coming back to that soon here, now that Connor's almost at a point where he can stop being remote. I'll be able to come back and stream that, so that'll be another fun one. But there's a lot of good stuff that we've got kind of planning in the works. Hopefully some BioShock maybe here soon as well. Of course, we've had some suggestions, so we do want to look into playing those here too, because of course those are things that we want to be able to support people for. If they're going to put in suggestions and they're games that we're interested in, we're going to try to play those. Like I said, with the suggestions, the way we do it is we have the suggestion box. Of course, we listen to comments on YouTube as well with suggestions, and we look at things like what's trending, what's doing well, all that kind of stuff for what we play. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we're going to play what we want. If there's a game that just sounds interesting to us, even if it's not the most popular thing at the moment, I mean, that's what we're going to play, because that's what we want to do. So that's kind of one of the main approaches that we take. If we look at what sounds fun, what are we going to have a good time with, what are we going to enjoy. So that's kind of how we look at it and how we do. Because I mean, our goal at the end of the day is just to have fun playing games, whether it be solo like a stream like this and a video session like this where I'm by myself, or of course where we're playing together and having a good time, joking around and all that together. We want this to be just a fun community through YouTube, through Twitch, and everything, where we can just put out, play games, put out, our videos to show, kind of show the game and be able, to let people enjoy it and experience, but at the same time to have fun doing it, whether it be, with us and you're laughing alongside with the jokes we're doing, or of course just because we're doing something stupid or we're sucking at the game or getting raged or whatever, and it's, driving you crazy and it's at us. That's kind of the thing, is we just want to have a good fun time there for everybody. That's kind of our goal, kind of our little community goal and what we're shooting for and hoping for. All right, did we finish all of these trainers? I think we did. Cool, so we finished all these. I don't want to use that right now. I know we can. I don't think there's anything directly south of us at the moment. So we actually don't need to do that over here. There's these bird trainers up here that we still need to beat. So we'll go ahead and beat those, and then we should be in a good spot to heal up and to go ahead and get ready to take on the gym. Alright, yeah, so I think there's 2 trainers in here, typically. I always check every grass area for new Pokemon. Good. That's a good way to try to get them all. Hopefully you can complete your quest to get all the new Pokemon that you want to get, Birdkeeper Wilton. Yeah, Drill Peck. That figures. Get the unfortunate paralyzed kick in, which is going to let him do another Drill Peck, which is probably going to kill us. Oh, he toughed it out. Thank you, Leonardo. You are such a brave boy. But somehow he was still paralyzed, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and send Shadow in. And while we do, because it's taking its sweet time, we're going to go ahead and get a drink. Bye, Firo. Party Pokemon. Got experience too. Alright, go Dodrio. And you can send out a Dodrio. I don't think it's going to help, said Dodrio. I'm going to Thunderbolt his face. Bye. That side glance gets me every time. It's just so ridiculous, but I love it. Just that little side eye. Like, you know what I did. It makes me think of that Pikachu meme where he's got the little pickaxe. It's from one of the early episodes. I think it's from the Aerodactyl episode. Why did you just charge me, Eradicate? I already have one of you. I don't want you. No, thank you. Oh, I did not know you were down there. If I had known, I would have swapped and let Pikachu be first in the party. I need to do that probably after this battle. Oh, you only have a Pidgeot there. We'll see what kind of damage Leonardo can do real quick. I'm pretty sure that this is going to quick attack and kill me, but oh, no, it'll just outspeed me with Air Slash. That's okay. Leonardo did good. Alright, let's see what trouble Shadow can get into. Shadow's gonna obliterate. That's what Shadow's gonna do. Do-do-do-do. And Birdkeeper Jacob. And I forgot to swap Shadow to the beginning. I think it's going to send out Connor. Yeah. We can have a bird versus bird match. Give Connor some attention. Wing attack. Do it again. Bye, Farfetch'd. Another Farfetch'd. I'm not one to sit there and try to repeat moves, but Wing Attack did do some good damage, so... Sky Attack became Cloaked in Harsh Light. But I can still hit you, because you didn't use Fly. Alright, and one more Farfetch'd. Alright, cool. So Connor should get a level out of this, which is great for us, nice and handy. There we go. Farfetch'd is dead. We've just whooped this guy. We got our level. Connor grew to level 42. We beat Birdkeeper Jacob. Oh, we got 3 Pokeballs. Which is good, because we had to use a lot of our resources to bring Pokemon into this game. Just because of, like I had mentioned earlier, you have to use your resources, unfortunately. It's not just like you get... I don't know if you're a battle or not. No, you're just the Lapis. Or Lapras person. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up at the Pokemon Center. Oh, we gotta go the other way. Forgot that it's only a jump down. Oh, they did such a good job with the visuals for this game. Like, they really did. Do. Alright, you take my Pokemon for a few seconds. I'll need Charizard to learn Flamethrower. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the gym. See if we can take on the gym now. Now, last time we were here, he said that yeah, we needed at least 50 species, and by that point, we didn't have them, so that's partially why we did the go stuff, just to bring them in, so that way it would be a little bit quicker and easier. Hello, Koga. Fwahaha! Startled by my disguise, are you? Not really. Kind of impressed, actually. I shall use my intricate battle style to confound and destroy you in battle as well. Sounds like we got a challenge. Mace, every time I see that, it looks just just like me. Now head on in. Alright, so we gotta beat... Yeah, that's right, because you got the little special pathways you have to follow. Ah, shit. It kills me, like, how much they recaptured the essence of the original games with this. I mean, the only way I would say that it could be even better is if it just... Like I said, if all the Go controls were optional. That would be really the only other way that I would say would fully encapsulate it. But they did a fantastic job with this here so far. Like, everything's been, you know, exactly how I was imagining it as a kid. They, you know, when I first played Pokemon Blue, like when it came out. You guys just got poisoned, but we should be able to get through this battle. and cure you. You'll be fine. Yeah, poison didn't do like anything to you, which is good. You became trapped in a vortex, and this is gonna hurt and probably. Oh, there goes the poison. Surprised it didn't make me flinch, but we just took him down. Alright, turns over 40, so I think that's everybody but Leonardo at 40 or higher now, which is good, because this is all we're going to start facing, will be 40 and higher. Let's start off with a fire spin. Just so we can get that burn damage. And we're going to get hit by the poison. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and give him a nice Dragon Rage. Dang it. Alright, so Apples is down. Let's go ahead and put... Let's get Connor out there just for the cleanup, because he can quick attack. And hopefully finish us off, especially once the vortex damage goes through. Oh, I guess it doesn't. That's okay. Quick attack. For the win. Alright, I'm gonna come around the corner, I'm gonna come over here. Strength isn't the only key. Battles are all about strategy. I mean, there's some strategy in the battles, yes. But brute strength definitely is going to be a factor, though. You can't deny that. Because if I come at you with a level 1 Pokemon, it doesn't matter how much strategy I use. I'm going to die. That didn't do, like, nothing. Moonblast. Did such a good job with these animations too. Moonblast just looks great, like that moon looks really good. Of course, Bubble Beam looked great. Scald looks great using the. Yeah, you protected yourself, and you're gonna use Moonblast again. Except I get to go first. Haha. Nice. Let's swap because we're not gonna sit here forever. I'll let Shadow go in and do some damage. I thought you might poison him. I'll poison her. But that's okay. Minimize. Yeah, see, and it's nice that they can actually use the Pokemon models for stuff like this now. I mean, back in the day, they used like this little ridiculous model, and it looked so funny. Because it wouldn't look anything like the Pokemon. It would just be like this little blob. Almost like a Kirby, to be honest. A little different, but it looked kind of like a Kirby. And it would just shrink down. A lot of fun there. Alright, so Shadow's gonna take some poison damage. You're gonna send in a Beedrill, which means that we've got this part in the bag. And then we'll get over to the next trainer, but before we battle them, we'll heal up you know, cure poison and everything for Shadow. We'll swap our party around, I think, here as well. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, well, we don't have to worry about the poison. Shadow's taking care of it. There we go, look at all that XP. We beat Caden. What? Extraordinary. Here's $4,200. Can I be paid by people to, like, do this? Where's that corner? Around here? There it is. Alright. Just so we don't get too close to that guy, just in case. I think we have to go talk to him. But just in case. I don't want to get up in his face. Alright, heal Leonardo. Heal Shadow. Don't have any regular potions left. So that'll have to do. Oh, get out of there. Alright, now swap our party around and we'll put Shadow at the front. For now. Apples will remain fallen until we get close to the final battle. See, look at that. We were one step away from having a battle this one. You were a magician once upon a time, were you? But you dreamt of becoming a ninja, so now you're a ninja magician? A magician ninja? That could be a very powerful combination, honestly. Juggler Kirk. You don't look like a ninja. You look more like a magician. I like your model, though. Your model looks good. Alright. And you've got a Haunter. Oh, so close. That's not gonna hurt him. I was like, oh, let me go for the quick attack to finish him off, but I forgot that that wouldn't do anything. Good thing I didn't waste my turn. A good thing I remembered, because that would have been embarrassing. There we go. Alright, and beat him. Oh, and we got your brother now. Let's see you beat my special techniques. Sure. I will beat your special techniques. I will do it because I'm awesome. And that's all there is to it. And we'll Thunderbolt this one. So we should hopefully take as much damage. Oh, nope. He's going to get one shot with a critical hit. Nice job, Shadow. Oh, nice little Golbat up there. Venomoth. And the Muck. Nice little detail. Do it again! Ooh, Sucker Punch. Oh. Sucker Punch again? Nope, we're gonna outspeed him. Nice. There goes that Haunter. He's gotta have another Haunter. Yeah. Dude, you need to make some friends and do some trades. You could have 3 Gengars. I mean, I love Haunter as much as next one. Haunter is probably my favorite out of that chain. Haunter, Gengar, and Ghastly. But Gengar definitely has some more power, and of course some more love to it than Haunter. But you should do it, bro. I'll trade with you. You can trade me right back. You'll have 3 Gengars because that's how that happens for some reason. Which I've never understood trades to evolve. I mean, obviously it's just a game mechanic to get you to play with friends and all that. Like, that's got to be the only reason that they did it. But it's just weird to me that was kind of their solution. you know, their kind of idea. Like I said, I'm not narking on it, or, you know, I'm not, you know, kind of making fun of it or anything like that. It was a fine little idea and mechanic, but it was just a weird one. Alright, so we'll beat this guy, and then we'll go up to her, and then I think we can get from around her, we can go around and in to get to Koga. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'm hoping that that's the way we can go, because I do want to beat every trainer in the gym. You know, as always, we're going to go through with our quest of beating every trainer in the game. But just gotta see. Oh, floaty fall him again. Kill Arbok. Let's see what he has next. Oh, so close to a level. Another Arbok. I don't want to keep doing floaty falls, but I don't want to use all my thunderbolts up and have to refill. But that might end up being what needs to happen. Splishy Splash is just great. Ooh! Oh, well. Bye, Shadow. That poison damage bleed over. Alright, let's let Andrew shine for a little bit. Let's see what trouble he can do. We'll do some acid. Oh no, scary. Just, you've hurt me. Spits on him. Alright, he's gonna do something. Poison jab, which, let's see what that does. Actually did a little more than I thought it would. But Mega Drain should take a decent chunk of it back. I knew that you weren't going to do massive damage to the Arbok. I just want to kind of wanted to see what we could do there. Oh, that's just mean. You have like no health left. Alright, let's see. Can we finish you off, please? Nope, you're going to finish me off. Unfortunately. We'll call on Connor to finish it up. Fight and quick attack. And you send out Arbok again. Ooh, poison jab. There we go. Get him with the wing attack. Hopefully, this quick attack will finish him off. There we go. Awesome. We got that victory. So we'll go ahead and see if we can heal real quick, just to make things better for us. And we'll go back through, yeah, because we got to battle that one Ace Trainer, and then we'll be able to take on Koga. And I have no doubts that we'll be able to win. We just got to heal first. So we'll heal up. Boo doo 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 doo. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for healing my Pokemon. Alright. We've healed everybody back up. We're going to go back through and beat that Ace Trainer. Beat Koga. And then visit the beach. We'll need some nice relaxing, a nice holiday after that. And then it's around the corner, it's up like this, and it's all the way around here, and then here, and then hello, and then down. Urgh. There we go. What am I descended from? I'm descended from Italians and a whole bunch of English stuff. I'm what you would call a European mutt. Alright, let's get Apples out there to deal some damage against this Venusaur, or this Ivysaur. Oh, you're using Solar Beam, huh? Using Solar Beam. How much is Solar Beam gonna hurt? Not really that much. Alright, let's go ahead and Ember. Alright, you absorb that light. I'm sure that you'll get another chance. And Ember. There we go. Alright, super effective. Ivysaur's down. What else you got, lady? Shadow growing to level 46. That's nice. Oh, Leonardo hit 40. We're officially a team of 40 plus. A Weezing. I think we can beat a Weezing. Let's do Dragon Rage. Alright, and let's go ahead and give him an Ember. Just gonna get an idea of what everything does. You're gonna die with this. Yep. I mean, I've come to expect it at this point for Apples to die in the battle. So it's partially why I just kind of let it happen a little bit. I know it's not going to affect him, but part of me continues to sit there and hope that each time he'll be like a Saiyan and he'll get a little bit stronger each time he comes back from a battle. That's the hope. So not what's going to happen, but it's what I would love. Oh, Sludge Bomb is just such a powerhouse move for poison. Like, look at that. That did so much damage. But we've killed the Weezing, so we've got a second to heal up before we take on Koga anyway. She was so impressed. I made her blush. Alright, let's go ahead and heal Shadow up. And then we need an antidote. Boop. Let me up. Is it? Wait, what? Where's the pathway? Is it not this way? I could have sworn it was that way around the stage. I guess it's... Oh. Well, there we go. Made our way through. I do like the smoke effect, though. They've done a good job with that. We'll go ahead and save our progress just since we haven't saved in a while. And we're going to take on Koga, who disappeared. Wahaha! Now there are 4 of me. I've used the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Mere child dares to challenge me. The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well. I'll show you the true terror of a ninja master. Opponents can't lay a hand on me as poison brings on their steady doom. Oh, that dude's got some bad seats. Look at that guy. Right up on the left of the screen, sitting behind the pillar. Despair as you feel the creeping horror of my poison-type Pokemon. Do, 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 do. Alright, let's take on Koga. Alright, go on, Shadow. Let's see what we can do to this Weezing. We'll give him a Thunderbolt to start. Why not? Oh, well. Bye, Weezing. Oh. Way to tank it, Shadow. Very nice. Hey, Gandy. How you doing? Alright, what do we got next? Connor wants to learn Air Slash. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna forget a move. Doing good. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. I'm doing all right here so far. Of course, we're just playing some Pokemon here. Definitely want to keep a wing attack. Gust. Let's drop Gust for Air Slash. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here with our Pokemon playthrough. Just going ahead and taking on Koga. Do we have anything that's actually going to do decent damage to Muck? Muck is poison. I forget his other type. I can't remember what does good damage against him. I'm totally blanking right now. Let's let Turing go in. Just see what we can do. But yeah, we're doing pretty good over here. Excited for a lot of upcoming games and all that, of course, as usual. Got a lot of stuff I want to play. We're gonna finish up, keep going through our Pokemon playthrough for now. Of course, get ready for D&D today. For later tonight. I mean, of course. You and that Protect, man. Well, Muck in general with that Protect, not Koga as Muck. We should hopefully get the next move. See what Bug Buzz does to him, if anything. Oh, that doesn't do anything. I forgot. It's the other way around. Poison, I think, is more effective against Bug. Yes. Try a Psybeam. And he's going to Protect again. Did he just do it again? Did he do Protect twice in a row? No, I don't think so. Yeah, that didn't do anything. That was super effective. I'm just so much weaker that it didn't do, like, anything, apparently. Alright, grab the poison. Let's do a Mega Drain. See if we can get some health back. Dude, Muck, please! Every turn, every other turn, it's like, oh, Protect. Come on, bruh. I don't remember you being this annoying the last time I fought you. Granted, that was also in, like, 1998. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Muck had its energy drain. Muck used Sludge Bomb. Turn died. Alright, that's a pretty accurate chain of events. Yeah, I ideally get Shadow healed up. So we'll probably, if I can't finish off Muck with Connor with decent ease, we'll go ahead and... God, Muck. Muck, please. Connor's poison, take your poison damage. Hurt by poison. Let's do a wing attack. Oh my god, Muck. How much PP do you have on Protect? Oh my gosh, bro. Cannot wait for you to go down. But I think I'm going to get unlucky here, and Koga's going to heal you before I can finish you off with a quick attack. Or it's not going to kill. Oh, thank you so much for finishing him off. Alright. I know his last Pokemon should be Venomoth, but what does he have before that? That was a bit ridiculous poison damage. I did not take over 20 before that, I think. Let's get Leonardo out there. Leonardo should be able to tank a few hits. A Golbat. That's right. Alright, let's Scald the Golbat. Which is also going to protect. Oh, God, why? I know it's part of, like, his plan, I guess. You know, his strategy. He uses Protect, he poisons. He uses Protect, he poisons. I know that that's part of it, but it's just like, come on, bruh. How are you a gym leader? You're on par with, like, Shao Kahn in terms of spam here. Alright, let's see if we can Scald him. Golbat flew up high. Means I'm gonna miss. Gonna get hit by poison. Gonna get hit by fly. However, before we get hit by fly, instead of wasting a move, let's go ahead and heal up Shadow. I'm gonna waste the hyper potion, but that's gonna be the easiest way, just to full health it in one go. Shadow still to bits and fly, which shouldn't do too much. Oh, okay, never mind. It did more than I expected. Poison doesn't do much. No, that poison did a whole bunch. Before that, it wasn't doing anything. Now, I think Golbat's gonna get priority. Yep. Dang you, Golbat. You frickin... Why? Let's go ahead and full heal Leonardo just so he can take another hit or two. Alright, Golbat needs fly, does a whole bunch of damage. Poison just did a crap ton more than before. Yeah, there's the protect. So now I'm gonna miss, takes poison damage, but then I should hopefully finally get that priority attack that we would love. Or I can get 40 plus points of damage and die. That's cool. Koga, bro. Broga. Come on. I gotta say, that was a lot of damage. Now I should have protect. Oh, why does it get to go first? But it failed. And look at that. Golbat's dead. Shadow is our Goku. Apparently. And Koga's about to send out Venomoth. I would love to have Charizard take out Venomoth, but Apples is dead at the moment. And at this point, I'm ready just to wrap up this gym. We're gonna beat Koga. We're gonna go ahead and heal up. Oh, that hurt a lot. But we did not get poisoned, so that's nice. Please be enough to finish him. Dang it. Do I still have quick attack? Oh, come on, don't kill me. Shoot! That's annoying. And because Pikachu died, a priority. Yeah, we're gonna forego the attack and go for the revive. Just because Shadow can quick attack, so Shadow should be able to, if Andrew dies, Shadow should be able to go out and quick attack first. I'll get priority if I attack. I would assume, and it's probably gonna kill. No, we actually got to go first, and it was enough to kill. There we go. Look at Andrew stepping in as the VP. MVP. Why did I just say VP? Why did I just think of Vice President? But we've beaten Koga. I apparently do need some coffee candy, yeah. I don't know where my mind just went that I just thought VP. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Koga is down. We've beaten him. We've gotten the soul badge. Pokemon up to level 60, Willow Bay, and we got Toxic, which is what Koga is. You would have thought that all these trainers would have beaten or would have left the floor. For our battle, but instead they apparently just stood there staring in their directions. Bye. Alright, let's go heal. And then we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna check the beach out. Yep. Take my Pokemon. Sure. Do 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 do. Heal my Teemo, yeah. Alright, cool. And we should be all better now. Great, thanks. Alright, we have beaten Koga. We are 5 gyms down. We got 3 to go before we face the Pokemon League. Let's see if we can go ahead and go to the beach real quick. I know we still need to go learn strength from that guy. And we'll pick that up hopefully in a few minutes. But I do want to see what's down here. Well, found Team Rocket. That's what's down here. We've heard there were loads of rare Pokemon in that Go Park, so we came to check it out for ourselves, but it's so complicated. App this, connectivity that. It was so creepy we had to get out of there. Why can't I just trip over a get-rich-quick scheme already? Right? Jesse's speaking the real truth. Feels like I just kicked something really hard. Could this be some kind of treasure? Heave-ho. Wow, look at that shine. It must be amazing treasure. Yuck, what are these? Some kind of gold teeth? Teeth, no matter how gold they aren't worth the effort. Oh, so twerp, what are you doing here? Never mind, take these off our hands. You had a pair of gold teeth thrust upon you. You put them in your bag. We're busy, so take care of that for us. Okay, goodbye! Alright, that was pretty funny. There's something else over here, apparently. Your tail was just wiggling. Oh. you wiggling like this? Just a full heal. Alright, we got the swimmer down here. We can beat him if you're trying to battle. Yep, let's beat him. That is a dynamic pose, Richard. Alright, and they're sending out a Starmie. So we'll finish this nice and quick. With a Thunderbolt. Thunder Cougar Falcon Bolt. Alright, there we go. Starmie's dead. We got our XP. And we beat Richard. And we got this guy right here. Slow down, you'll have a heart attack. Says the guy who does professional swimming, which I would say does a lot more exertion than normal running. Considering you have to deal with resistance, you're using your arms and your legs more. But you keep telling me that. Alright, and we're facing off against our first Dratini, which is nice. Dratini is a great little Pokemon. Alright, and we've already Thunderbolted you. Splishy Splash just to finish you off. Alright, Dratini is down. Sorry, Dratini. I'm gonna beat Reese. We got 3 Pokeballs. Dude, wipe your nose. Alright, so we got Gold Teeth. Let's go ahead and talk to our guy and learn Strength finally. Oh, he needed the Gold Teeth. Last time we came in here, we didn't talk to him. We just kind of ran up and noticed that stone for Strength. Everyone, and then we found out that everyone called him old and all that stuff. Your teeth don't look gold when you talk, though, bro. I mean, no, I'd rather learn it, but Pikachu wants to learn all the moves. That way it feels useful. Shadow Learn Strong Push. Let's go ahead and get that item that's out back. Alright, those are the evolution stones and fossils. Yes, I do. Hello, Diglett. Diglett just gave us a nugget. Gee, thanks. I can't go through there, though, because you're in the way. So I guess that next door building is how we actually get through there. We don't think we've gone into this building next door. The fisherman. I don't think we talked to him either. Maybe we have. Oh yeah, look at all these dudes. Did we talk to any of these? Pinat Berry. Increase chances of items and catch combos and shiny Pokemon. Yeah, those are all great things. I want whatever this is. A Super Lure. Super Lure. This empty house was borrowed and repurposed. Alright, thanks for telling me. So we have now gotten Strength, so realistically our next stop needs to be Saffron City. So let's go ahead and pull out our town map. See if we can go ahead and fly over to, yeah, because we finished Fuchsia, so next is Saffron. Still have the Seafoam Islands and Cinnabar Island. What's that? That's the cave, I think. Yeah, Victory Road. Yeah, let's go ahead and fly to Lavender Town. And see if we can just go in through Lavender Town now. We know Team Rocket's up to no good. Love that creepy music. Do 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 do. We already beat all these guys. We don't need to deal with any of them. Oh, that tea, it looks awfully tasty. Sure, you can have a drink. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, you're gonna share the tea. That one cup of tea is gonna be shared with all those other guards. What's up, bruh? Nice. All hail Team Rocket. Obviously, I'm one of you. You can tell by my Team Rocket uniform. So, alright, so what's going on, man? Don't say a word. You wanted this. I mean, I'll take it. I don't really want it. I don't really need it. I'm happy to collect TMs. I would have loved Flamethrower. That would have been nice. So that way Charizard could do some more damage. But hey, I'll happily accept this. Hey, lady. Yeehaw. Alright, let's go in here. We should have a new... Do we have a new guy in here? Nope. Yeah, well, they're not going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm the hero. I'm a huge Raichu fan who came all the way from Alolan. No, I already have Alola Raichu. Thank you, though. Yeah, none of... Oh, didn't mean to talk to you twice. We're going to heal. We don't really need to at the moment, but we're just going to heal just so we have that saved as our last Pokemon Center. Do-do-do. There we go. And our Pokemon are all better now. I hope to see you again. There's Joy. I really hope to. Alright, what do we got around here? I'm trying to remember Saffron. The original. From Gold and Silver and everything. Oh, well, here's Silphco. Just let us through. No way, only authorized members. Also, no one else in. How can you say that we're on the same side? How rude. You deny a beautiful girl what she wants. Move it already. Are they battling? Nope, she just ran past him. Jesse, wait for me. Just all spun out. Blurg. Looks like he blacked out. Oh my gosh. My life as a criminal makes me feel so alive. Yeah, so we got to do Silphco. That's the big thing in this town. I'm just trying to remember what's around before we do. We can get into the Pokemart, but we don't really need to. There are no areas for wild Pokemon in here. For one, actually, I guess we should go ahead and run in here. Pick up some potions and revives and all that. I'm here to buy. I have enough Pokeballs, I have enough Great Balls, and enough Ultra Balls for a while. Let's pick up 20 regular potions. And as a bonus, here's a Premier Potion. Alright, let's pick up 6. Let's pick up 24. A little OCD with this stuff. I need to have it end in like a 0, if I can. Let's pick up a few Hyper Potions just because we're getting up to where those will be more handy. We'll have 10 Hyper Potions. What else you got here? We don't need any antidotes. Don't need any Burn Heal. I guess we'll pick up a few Ice Heals. We'll pick up like 3. We'll keep it consistent and have like 3 of each heal. Awakening's fine. Paralyze Heal. Let's get 1. 1 Paralyze Heal. You got it. There we go. Yeah, we don't need any repels or lures or any of that stuff. Alright, cool. So we are good to go. You didn't have revives, don't think. I don't see them. Oh no, there they are. We'll pick up 10. There, we got a little money left over. We've got some stuff that obviously we could sell for money if we need to, but that should be more than enough. I don't like using them that much. They're just a nice way to kind of offset things. Team Rocket, we've been cracking down, but they keep coming. Obviously. Can I go behind the tree? Yeah, I can. Oh boy, an exp defense. Alright, and you're blocking the gym because you don't want to let Sabrina out. We've got the dojo. Which the dojo, we might as well wait until we can do the gym and do the dojo. We need to decide who we're going to pick from it. Okay, is this her? That's a Chansey. Where's your daughter? Must be upstairs. Thought your daughter was copying Bill and being a Chansey. Hi. Do you like Pokemon? Oh no, I just asked you, huh? You're strange. Quit mimicking, but that's my favorite hobby. I need to show her a Ditto, I bet. Actually, we have a Ditto. Because I brought it from Pokemon Go. So, let's bring out Ditto and just see what happens. Oh, I think I already moved it, actually. Yeah, I did. I already moved it into home. So, oh well. When we find a Ditto, we'll come back. And we'll give you some Mimic Ditto attention. And see what happens. Because I don't remember. I think you just give us like Pokeballs or something. But we're moving on to... Have we gone in here? Let's check in here. No, we haven't been in there, but nothing around it that's super important. We're not going to talk to all the townspeople in every town. I mean, sometimes they might give you items or whatever, but I don't think we really need to. We need to go into Silphco. We want to go ahead and get through this and get through the Saffron Gym. So we can go ahead and make our way to Cinnabar Island. Hello, receptionist lady. Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. Oh, look, it's Blue. And Conrad is here because he's getting to hang out with Blue for some reason. You're Blue? The Blue? Been looking for you. What are you doing in a place like this? Oh, Team Rocket. You and me are on the same wavelength. Can't keep letting Team Rocket do whatever they please. That's right. Zach is going to drive Team Wild out of Silphco just like he planned. Be crazy to try something like that alone, so Conrad is going with him. While you pipsqueaks do that, I'm going to do a loop around all of Kanto. So, just so I can understand your plan here, Blue. One of us is sure to find out. So, we're going to sit here and go through Silphco. And you're going to go all around the Kanto region while we're doing this. It's going to probably take you a few, at minimum, even if you flew, it would take you a while to get to something like Cinnabar Island, for example. So you're going to go there and squash any Team Rocket you find while we're doing this. I feel like it would have been better to say Saffron. The idea being that he left and he was taking care of all the ones out of town, so when you leave after this, that's why they're all gone. I don't care who goes first, show me what you got. What? Wait, am I battling you? Oh, that's not good. We're gonna save. So you're my first challenger. Sure. And we are challenged by Blue. Blue sent out an Executor. Why do you only have 2 Pokemon? Why are they weaker than mine? Other than because plot. You're gonna heal me afterwards, I imagine, anyway. Goodness gracious. Super effective. Alright, what else you got, buddy? Hey, look, turn grew to level 41. A Charizard. Yeah, we're gonna switch. Go, Leonardo! It's your time to shine, buddy. Oop. I'm just like Mega Evolve Charizard. It's the only Mega Evolve in the game. Alright, and Scald. Oh, Charizard's quick boy. Did that ruin my attack or something? Did it make me flinch? I didn't see it pop up that I flinched. But I guess so. I know. Keep using Air Slash. Make me flinch. No, didn't. Nice. Bye, Charizard. There we go. I've beaten blue. Apples is level 42. Well, exactly what I'd expect from Paltown Trainer. Yeah, should be. Oh man, you're really ready for Team Rocket. You're next. I mean, I just get to, like, go. You go, I'll be right behind you. I already did. Alright, did you heal me? Or am I, like, just... What a jerk! Excuse me, ma'am, can you heal my Pokemons? Found a attack. Let's hope I could sit. Alright, nothing around here. I guess I need to heal myself, since that jerk-off wants to battle, but doesn't want to heal me after. Alright. Where's our regular potions? There they are. Perfect. Alright. We're healed up. Let's go and prepare to face Team Rocket. Right! Blue is a jerk. Alright, yeah, we got the teleport pads. We got lots of Team Rocket and scientists to fight. I'm sure we'll have a Team Rocket leader or whatever they are here near the end of this. Alright, and we'll kill Eradicate with a Thunderbolt. Oh, he's gonna Sucker Punch. I think it missed. He did. Very nice. And we beat Team Rocket. Yeah, you done goofed. You never should have challenged me. I am the best. I are to greatest. Yeah, we got locked doors and all that kind of stuff. We need key cards. I remember Silphco. It was fun to go through. That's just like, no! You need a key card to open the door. Alright, let's beat this Rocket Goon here. We'll go talk to that scientist who should be a Rocket in disguise, and we'll have to beat them too, because everybody in here just about is Team Rocket. Coughing! Oh, you got like 8 Pokemon. By 8, I mean 3. Alright, let's floaty fall you. Oh, so close. Don't poison me. Bruh. I'm gonna take the poison damage. But we will kill you. Leonardo! Leveling up! Another coughing. I guess we'll rinse and repeat. Fight. Floaty fall. Get a drink while this attack is going on. Ooh, that one took less damage. Ooh, but he flinched. Quick attack. Finish him off. Coughing is dead. Do you have a third coughing? And we leveled up. And that seems to have healed our poison. Our Pikachu healed its poison. Do, 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 do. Flinch. Oh, yeah, flinch. Clear smog. Thank you for removing stat changes. I haven't been doing any stat changes. But thank you for removing them before you died. There we go. We got XP, and party got XP, and we beat another Team Rocket Grunt. Alright, so we've cleared out this room. We gotta battle this guy. Yep, and you're like, oh no, it was a scientist. You're supposed to be my friend. You didn't look like Team Rocket. Stupid Jerry. Jerry's not Electabuzz. This is where double kick would have come in handy still, but that's okay. We actually don't really have any ground support at the moment. That's something we'll probably need to fix for our team. Now, granted, Floaty Fall does do decently. As a flying move, it does do decent against some electric types. Case point. Even though it's not very effective, it did quite a bit there. And quick attack. Boop. That Electabuzz is dead. Alright, and we beat Jerry. Yeah, you're right. I am good. Alright, before we go teleporting. Next attack. I don't remember the pathway for all these, so we are just going to kind of go a little blindly and explore. I know that there is a certain way that... I think this heals you, doesn't it? Or it's just a... machine. Yeah, it looks like it's just a machine. Alright. Alright, you saw me all the way over there. But we'll beat this guy. Yeah, we got that teleport. So usually the way I like to do it is I'll first and foremost kind of clear out the area that I can access. Then I'll teleport somewhere, rinse and repeat, until we get where we need to go. Now, I'm curious if we'll get a Lapras in here, or a chance for a Lapras, like the original game. We'll see. I wouldn't fully expect it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, either way, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if it's still there, it wouldn't surprise me for you to have a chance. But at the same time, if not, I wouldn't expect it, considering we didn't get the free Eevee in the Celadon City mall. In that kind of area, when you go through, you can kind of go in the back, go up in that building, and then there's supposed to be a free Eevee up there. But it wasn't there. And we haven't even found wherever the Bulbasaur is they're supposed to get either. So, alright, yeah, so that's a teleport pad. We got that teleport pad. We've got this room. We're gonna hit on this plant. Oh! 3 silver raspberries. But I don't really like using the berries. Hello, sir. Nah, it's not the end. I'm gonna save you. Don't you worry. Oh, there's an item hidden back there by that plant. X attack. Yeah, we're getting lots of these. Just means we're getting a nice little stockpile of stuff to give us some money, because I just don't like using those battle items. I know that there are some that do. Alright, here we go. Beat this one and we'll go up the stairs. We need to get the keys so we can actually go through a lot of these locked doors, because there are still items behind those, and that's of course going to lead to the proper teleport pads that we need. But probably going to be a little bit before we get that chance, so we're going to take out as many rockets as we can between then and now. Keep giving our team some XP, giving them some attention and some love. Making them stronger and stronger as we can. And a lot of these grunts are going to be a little bit under our level, which is good for us. That's going to just help us kind of clear them out a little bit quicker. And then of course by the time we get to the boss, they should be in the 40s and kind of where we're at. Alright, we'll go up the stairs. See what we can access around here. So we got a grunt down this hallway. Staircase there. We got a dude in here with a teleport pad. And an item on the shelf over there. Alright. We can't go any further this way, so let's go ahead and beat this guy. We'll collect these items and loop back around. And we might get a sneak peek of what's beyond that rocket grunt as well. Scientist Ed. Oh god, not another protecty boy. Why you gotta be a protecty boy? No protect. Only attack. Beautiful. Losing fainted. 600 experience. Love it. Great. Let's keep battling. Let's get through this. Now this one... Oh, don't give me those eyebrows. He's probably going to self-destruct if he doesn't die in one hit. I think Pikachu will be able to tank it. Well, he used Screech, so we should get another floaty fall in. And potentially, if we're lucky, we'll get the kill. If not, we have the chance, of course, of the stop with the eyebrows. Oh my gosh. If we don't get the kill, we have the potential for a flinch. If we don't get the flinch, oh good. Well, we got the flinch, so it doesn't matter. We got the lucky flinch, so we can finish him off with a quick attack. There we go. Electrodes down, no self-destruct. Beautiful. Beautiful. And Ed's going to send in an Electabuzz next, and we'll just floaty fall him to death too. Thunder Punch. Alright, floaty fall. And then we'll finish him with a quick attack. Alright, Electabuzz down. We beat this scientist. We're rolling through. We are doing some good work, doing some good damage. I'd say we're making Blue proud. He's down there busy, apparently battling Conrad. Okay, that's just the end of the hallway. So I mean, I guess we'll beat her just because she's here, and And of course, that's our mission. Beat everybody. So we'll go ahead and do that just to get that done. However, our next step needs to be up the stairs, because we'll take all the staircases up, and then we'll come back and check some of these teleport pads. I know we didn't do that with the second floor. I don't think we could access the stairwell on that one. From what I remember, could be misremembering. Been known to do that, unfortunately, but we'll keep on going. Just see what we can do. Ow, Persian. Do 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 do. All right, we've cleared this floor. I remember going through this as a kid, and it was so crazy. All the teleport pads and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was just something like that just blew my mind as a kid, just because like it was so random. You know, like it wasn't like it was bad or anything like that, or like crazy hard, but it was just, to me, it just seemed so random and out there. Wow, I'm scared. Hey, look, items. Welcome to the 10th floor. Oh, well, now we know where we are. We're on the 10th floor currently. You've got a Voltorb. Well, I've got a Shadow. There's the self-destruct. Tank it, Shadow. Ooh, nice job. Great job, Shadow. Way to tank that. But yeah, that's kind of where and what it was like growing up. Like, it was the way that they've done the visuals on this game, and I know I keep coming back to it and everything, but it's just true. It's just the way that they've done a lot of these visuals, and like they've built out these areas in the 3D kind of format is exactly how I pictured it as a kid, which shows that they did a great job with the 2D to begin with. You know, the 2D itself already did a great job of explaining everything, showing where everything is, and kind of laying that groundwork, that kind of, I say 2D, but it was that top-down kind of view, of course, that classic older Pokemon style. And it looked great. You know, they did a lot of great work with it, and then of course you come through and now in a 3D kind of a feel and everything, and more of that kind of third-person perspective. Like, they've done a great job transferring it over. Like, the scale is great, the scenery itself is great. You know, they've done just a really good job with it. Like, this is pretty much exactly how I pictured it. Yes, flamethrower. Thank you. Finally, we're gonna go ahead and give that to our boy right now. Where did it go? Flamethrower, 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 flamethrower. There it is. Why are these not organized by? I did not want to teach it to Shadow. We're going to teach it to Apples. And Apples is going to replace... Fire Spin is... Yeah, Fire Spin misses too much for it to be useful. The only nice thing is that continual burn. But now that we got Flamethrower, he's going to be able to actually do some damage. We'll go ahead and heal Shadow just because we can with one of our Hyper Potions. Boop. 114 points. Alright, cool. Thanks for guarding that, guy. Alright, so we got this dude in here, and a locked door. What's up? Enough of my silly games. What was I, like, playing tag with you? Running around? When I kind of just walked up and said hi, Travis. Don't tell me what I know, Travis. I need to get to. I know that there's a section where somebody can heal you in here. I need to find that area just so we can go ahead and get our PP back. Ninja's level 44. We'll keep battling. We're on a roll. Let's go ahead and floaty fall him, which should hopefully finish him off. I was gonna say, does he have one hit point left? Because that's what it looked like for a second. Stretch. Yeah, no continues left. You're right, you have no continues. You're out of Pokemon. Alright, up we go. I know at some point it's going to... Actually, this is kind of, I think, where it actually cuts us off. So we can beat this guy. And then we can go down and around. But I don't think we can get in the room yet. I think this is kind of just a long hallway next to where we need to be. Right, let's beat this Rocket Grunt. Drowsy, use Psybeam. It's gonna hurt. But not a lot. Quick attack to finish him off. Drowsy fainted. Look at that. We're doing some solid work. Alright, Connor's level 44. Nice. We are just racking up these levels. Which is good. We're gonna need them. We need Leonardo to start getting a bigger focus here, since we'll need him primarily for Cinnabar. Now Shadow will be able to do some thanks to Splishy Splash, but we definitely want to focus on Leonardo there as well. Battling. Let's Splishy Splash again. I just love the name of these moves. They're so ridiculous. Splishy Splash. Zippy Zap. Floaty Ball or whatever. Like it's just... I don't want to keep using it, but... I don't want to use up all of our others, you know, and then come across someone who's very clearly going to be weak against it. And there we go, level up. Level 48. Shadow's getting there. I don't want to keep on focusing on Shadow and, you know, letting her get all the XP. Or the main focus and be, you know, come too greatly different, but I also don't want to fall behind with the increase that we'll probably come across. So I'm going to try to keep Shadow as a lead for now. For a little bit longer. Yeah, see, this is where you find the end of your staircase journey has been. And you can see Giovanni in there with this head of Sylph and that lady. I don't get... Oh, okay. I didn't know the elevator was actually open. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's not do that. We're going to go down the stairs, because clearly we haven't been through every floor. So we've done this floor with this guy. So we're going to go down the stairs pretty much to the lobby. Just in case we missed any floors off that first teleport, and then we'll be able to focus on our teleporters. Yeah, we've done this floor. We have not done this floor. Now we can't get in. We got to beat this guy. You mistook me? No, I didn't at all, actually. Scientist Joshua. I love the animations of that move. They did such a good job with the animations for a lot of these moves. Like, they just look great. The Pokemon look great. And a Magneton. See, I don't think we have anything that's really going to do a lot of damage against him. We have no ground types. Screws move on the Magneton. Like, they did such a good job. They put so much attention into something like this with the game itself. Now what we need is a sequel. But I also think Diamond and Pearl should get some love before they redo like Johto or any of those other regions that have already had some sort of sequel to date. We'll see if they choose to do anything like that. It would be nice, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some love for these lesser regions that, and I don't mean them lesser as in like they're inferior quality or anything like that. I just mean I almost want to say lesser loved regions. I mean, I know a lot of people who still love them. I mean, personally, I found every region pretty good for, one reason or another, even if, maybe all the Pokemon themselves weren't great, or the region itself had issues, or whatever, the case may be. But, I mean, I enjoyed each region, each game that I played through, pretty much through all of them. I've played every, I know I've talked about this previously on the show and everything, but I've played pretty much every Pokemon game to date, especially all the mainline games. I've played all of those. So I know that those are fun, and those regions are good. Each one has kind of its own unique design, a unique feel. Even Black 2 and White 2 had their own kind of unique spins on things. They weren't just like, oh, here's the same region again. We're just pumping it out. They did change a little bit of it around, and of course, the order you go through stuff's a little bit different. I think you have if I remember correctly, you have like a separate starting town. So like you go through differently. Like, they did a lot of cool stuff with that. There was like an area where it was in Black and White 1. It was like, oh, this is going to be this. This is what this is going to become. And then in Black 2 or in White 2, that's what happens. Like, that area has developed because of the time that's passed in between the games. Like, stuff like that was cool little touches. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I personally wasn't a huge fan of. I did like the island hopping and that kind of idea. Like going between the different locations and everything. I liked that it had kind of like an Orange Islands feel to it. Like, I did like all that. I liked that they were setting up the first Pokemon League and everything. Like the region itself, again, same thing. The region itself was fine. I enjoyed that. The story itself, I wasn't a huge fan of. You came to save me? You can't! What? It's really dangerous here. You came to save me? You can't! You want to bet? We need our key card to get into those rooms. I think even after you can go in. Alright, and what's in here? Let's see. Alright, so we got a rocket over there that we need to beat. Got a scientist that we need to beat around the corner. We got that guy down here. So we got 3 rockets at least that we're going to need to deal with. Finding lots of PP-ups. Let's beat him. You dare betray Team Rocket? I wonder if that would have been different dialogue if I didn't have the outfit on. I really want to hope that that's outfit based because I'm wearing this. He's like, you're part of Team Rocket. You're gonna betray us? What's up with that? Like, that's what I really hope now. That's my headcanon. This guy thought I was part of Team Rocket. maybe he's the guy who asked me at the bridge. Because I'm pretty sure it gave you the option, and I said yes, and he just kind of like laughed and disappeared or something. So, you know, this is my headcanon now. At the end of Nugget Bridge, I battled that guy who was part of Team Rocket. He asked if I wanted to join. I said yes. He ended up leaving because he thought I was joking. Or he ended up taking it. I guess that wouldn't make sense. He ended up taking it to mean that I joined, or that I was joining. And then so he left, you know, to go ahead and I guess get everything kind of squared away. And now here he is again. And he thinks I'm betraying them because I'm beating everybody. Yep, exactly. It's our lore now. It's our headcanon and our lore. Right, let's just finish you off. Golbat's dead. Ba-da-da-doo. Ooh. Who wants to learn Slash? Nope. You don't need to learn Slash. We're going to keep Flamethrower. We're going to keep Ember for now. Until we can hopefully learn like Fire Blast or something like that. Which will then swap out for Ember. We're going to keep our Dragon move. And we're going to keep our Flying move so we've got a decent spread. We can't get in there. There's two people in there that I can talk to as well. That rotten president serves him right for transferring a star employee like me off to the boondocks. That's why Team Rocket came after us. Ooh, hidden item right next to you. His glasses are fine. Let's see what happens if we beat him if his glasses are broken. Alright, let's do a Splishy Splash on a Magnemite. Water. But hey, it killed him. Keep battling. A Magmar. This will take care of Magmar. Magmar is actually the only Pokemon I never was able to get in my original Blue game. I've got every other Pokemon, and I've got Mew in it. So I was able to get every other Pokemon in that game, except for Magmar. Now, from what I remember correctly, Magmar was not exclusive to Red. He just, like, he should be available in Blue. I just haven't gotten lucky enough to summon him. Now, granted, I don't sit there and play it anymore. I'm sure if I sat there and played for like an hour or two, I could probably get him to spawn and catch him and officially finish that Pokedex or whatever. But no, I've never looked into it or anything. But I remember Blaine didn't have one in that game. Oh, his glasses are all broken. Obviously, he has one in the anime, the Charizard battles and whatnot. But he didn't have one in Blue version. I don't know about Red. Unfortunately, that was one that I didn't get to play Red. I know friends who have it, and well, I should say I never played it from start to finish. The man next to me, he's such a coward. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I personally never fully played Red from start to finish. I had the Blue version. That's what my parents got me when I was young. I played a friend's Red for a little bit one time, like he, spent the night or whatever, and we were hanging out, and he was trying to get through stuff, but he was, just kind of tired of what he was doing and where he was at, so he had me play. So I did a little bit of that, but I never fully beat it separately. And I believe in Yellow, Blaine did have the Magmar by that point. But it's just the one I never found, and I never got lucky enough to have it spawn or anything like that. So it's still just a blank spot in my Pokedex for the old Blue version. But I do think I'm gonna go back through if I dig it out and I have some time. I might try to just finish that one off, just for the sake of doing it years and years later and everything. I had everything else in that game was done. I had so many Pokemon at level 100. That was kind of my... Once I beat the game and I beat every trainer and everything, that was my goal when I was sitting there constantly just training up Pokemon to level 100. So I have like random level 100s, like a level 100 Grimer for no reason. But it was just fun to me to kind of work on stuff like that. So I would train them up and go through and kind of keep on working on that next Pokemon. Then of course Yellow rolled around, and that was a lot of fun. I had that one as well. Enjoyed playing Pokemon Yellow. Ended up with Gold version out of Gold and Silver. That was the one that I ended up with. I think I ended up getting Silver later, or at least being able to play Silver later. But Gold. Hey, look, Porygon. Oh, that's adorable. Do it again. Oh, I love it. Team Rocket is planning to create a strong Pokemon, but I don't want them to take this Porygon I created. I've got to get it out of here somehow. I mean, I'll take it. Can I have it? Are you that spy? Don't look at me. I lost to a kid with a nasty look in his eyes. I guess that's supposed to show you that, like, Conrad's fighting or whatever. If I put one of my party Pokemon away, will you give me that? Let's just shove Turin. Let's shove Turin in the box and see if he'll give me that Porygon. Remove from party. I just want to see. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love if you would just give me that, No, give me the Porygon! I want it! It's so adorable! Alright, let's go ahead and add, turn back. There we go. Alright, put him back in the party. You gonna battle me? Yep. Now you, I actually weren't expecting to be a Team Rocket member. I thought I might have to battle you just because of where you were at. Like, it seemed really random that you were there on the side, but hey, you know, to each their own. Alright, we've got a Hypno. Alright, what are we going to do to this Hypno? We're almost out of moves. We've been kind of just pushing through with Shadow as much as we can, just because we can. And it's getting the team some XP. That's always handy. And I've been trying to find that section where they heal. Alright, and he's got a Haunter, so this will be a good use of our Thunderbolt. I think we only have one more that we have to beat on this floor anyway. We've got a bunch of quick attacks left. So I'm not afraid to run those down. I'm really curious to see what kind of damage we can do here. And a Kadabra. Alright, let's go ahead and let's Floaty Fall. We'll save our last Splishy Splash. There we go. Kadabra's down. This Juggler has dropped his balls. We got 3 Pokeballs. Can we have the Pokemon that come with those? He had 3 Pokemon. Alright, ooh, I don't know if I want to necessarily go up to you. So I guess we are going to heal and try to use some elixirs. Because yeah, you're a tougher boy. All right, that's one super potion, and that should be 2 regular potions to fully heal. There we go. We need of all moves that have been learned. Yeah, I don't want to waste the max elixir here, but we're just going to use that. We'll go ahead and save, since we're here in the menu already. Especially because, yeah, Archer, who we had a fight with last time. What is it, Mr. Archer? You know that kid? Yeah, he beat me to a pulp. Oh, Dak, you know that old guy, too? Brave little boys. Aren't they the ones who are getting in our way? Not even. Mr. Archer saying you're in his way, alright? You want to go home in tears or what? Yeah, let's go ahead and get this double battle going. That was always something I've enjoyed, was the double battles and everything. That was always a fun aspect. I don't remember which generation it was that did it. But there was the triple battles as well. Those were pretty interesting. Let's see. I think we'll have better luck. Muck, you. Ugh. Why? Every muck we come across does protect first. Is that gonna protect muck? Wow, it did. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they use protect that turn. And that's a pretty decent AI combo. Still stupid that he just self-destructed first turn, but hey. You do you, bruh. Alright, now Muck shouldn't be able to protect again. Are you thinking? What? I picked my move, game. Alright, there we go. So that got Muck down to half. Hopefully Cubone will target. Oh, cool. So wait, that makes sense. He added the Cubone to his team. Well, that's funny. Take down Muck. Oh, of course you didn't finish him off. Oh, finish him off, please. Yes, nice. Great job, Cubone. Little disappointed that you decided to go with Conrad instead of me when I'm the one who saved you, but, you know. There we go. Leonardo's level 43. Hurt by poison. So now Eradicate, which I'm just gonna go ahead and eliminate the Eradicate now, get rid of this Team Rocket Grunt, get them out of the battle, make it 2v1. Boom, Thunderbolt, and goodbye. And we dinged, we're level 49. Let's level up. Nope. Alright, Sludge Bomb, gonna hit Shadow, yep. Do some damage and poison me. Predictable. Why would you focus energy? Now you're gonna take poison and you're gonna die. Did I say 2 poison? Yeah, I think I did. I have to take poison on my turn and their turn, which is unfortunate. So Shadow is probably not going to finish off this battle. There goes Cubone. Poison, Conrad sent out Pidgeot. Let's see if we can at least finish off Wheezing real quick. And of course he knows Protect. This stream has just been the stream of Protect. Like Good lord, there's so many Pokemon using Protect now. And take this damage. Shadow's hurt by poison. We can actually get through the Protect this time and kill Weezing. There we go. Alright, Weezing's down. He's got one more Pokemon, which shouldn't be too bad. I'm assuming that Conrad will heal us after this. I mean, if not, we have the means to do it, but... And let's see if we can finish you with a Thunderbolt. Yeah, we can. Look at Shadow. There we go. Look at that. We won. So it wasn't just a stroke of luck. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, you will have to be more careful. Move, bitch! Get out the way. All right, what do you want? You got nothing to say. You're just sad. Hey, look, they dropped something. Look, it's a key card. Now I can probably open all these doors. Yep. Cool. So that means I should be able to work my way down to the bottom, work my way back up, opening all these doors. I don't think there's different key cards that are needed. Alright, we'll put that in our medicine pocket. Let's just check our party. Yes, so he did heal us. Okay, now we can beat this guy then without concern. Alright, and Scientist Bow. Alright, and he's got a Muck. Well, we know how to take care of Mucks. First, we shock them into oblivion. Will I be getting and streaming the new Pokemon Snap? Depends on when it releases, I guess, technically. I mean, I think so. It looks like it'll be fun. Pokemon Snap was always one of those fun kind of games back in the day. So, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that if people want to see it. Played and streamed, of course. More than likely, it'll be something that Carrie probably plays. I would assume. Can I not keep missing the floaty fall? What is happening? Really? I got frozen on my first ice attack. Okay, well, let's go ahead and unfreeze ourselves. But yeah, that is something that I think we'll probably end up picking up. And of course, if the want is there, you know, people do want to see us stream it and play it and everything, then I mean, we'll definitely do so. You know, of course, and it's something that I think she is interested in. I'm not going to put words in her mouth and say that it is for sure, but it, from what I remember, kind of when we were looking at the trailer and everything, I want to say it was something that she was interested in. So that's kind of a possible, yes, that she'll be playing that here on the channel, both streaming and of course putting the episodes out on YouTube to play. Snap has always been kind of that game that people love, or they are like, what is this? So we'll see what she wants to do. Alright, I heard a kid was wandering around. And we're challenged by another Team Rocket Grunt. Alright, he's got an Ekans. Who is dead. Deadkins. And a Hypno. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off this Hypno. We'll clear this floor, and then we'll work our way down clearing floors, and then we'll work our way back up. Opening all the doors and getting that done. And then we'll run through the teleporters. Because we should be able to do that hopefully pretty quickly. We've already beaten most of these rocket grunts. There's a couple stragglers, of course, below us, because we did clear out some of those initial floors. And of course some behind, literally behind those closed doors. But as we go through, we should be able to beat them pretty easily. Go ahead, get up there, whoop Giovanni, which by my calculation will save Saffron City. And then we might have enough time to go through the gym. If not, at least enough time to hopefully go through the dojo. Alright, here we go. Let's get the loot. Ooh, flash cannon. And Pokeballs, right? 5 Pokeballs, yeah. I was expecting like 3 Great Balls or something like that, but I will take 5 Pokeballs. I will never complain about free stuff. Alright, we gotta go all the way around this way, and there's a dude at the end of this hallway. There she is. Picking this up is gonna get her to battle us, I bet. No? Well, then we'll walk up and battle her. Why would I show Team Rocket a little respect? I mean, I am Team Rocket. Yes. I love the Team Rocket. Thunderbolt! And Zubat's down. I'm trying to think of all the Pokemon games that there have been. I know that there's been a whole bunch of them. But I want to think of all the ones that I actually kind of I've played. I mean, I've played all the mainline games. Enjoyed all those. Like I said, with the exception of like something like Fire Red, or not Fire Red. I'm sorry, regular Red. Like I've played it, but I haven't owned it. That kind of thing. All the mainline games. That's the case because I've got blue, I've got yellow, I've got gold and silver. I think I have crystal. And then it was ruby, sapphire, and emerald. Diamond, pearl, and platinum. Black, white, black 2, white 2. Heart gold, soul silver. Yeah, let's get rid of toxic for Moonblast, sure. And then X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I think that's all of them. All the mainline ones. And then, of course, obviously you have your Sword, Shield. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I think that's all of them. If I'm missing anything, definitely let me know. But I want to say that that's those, and I've played pretty much all of those, and own pretty much all of those. And then, of course, GameCube had Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. Both of those were fun. I don't think I have those anymore. I do kind of want to track down copies of them. I know that they're pretty expensive now, but those were fun as well. So it was both of those. There was the Pokemon Conquest I personally never got into. I heard decent things about it. I just never got into it. That was a weird kind of crossover. There was, of course, obviously your stuff like Pokemon Snap, which I never owned growing up. I played it a lot because a friend of mine had it. We would play through it, but I never owned it. I did own a copy of the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. That was a interesting one to have. Not the best game by any means, but I mean, a lot of those older kind of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance card games weren't really as great as they could be. I mean, they definitely worked with what they had at the time. But I had that. I don't know what else I've played. I've played a little bit of Mystery Dungeon. That's something that Carrie's been into a lot more than I have. The Mystery Dungeon and the Rescue Rangers and all that kind of stuff. Those are just ones that I personally never got into. I've always been about the story, like about this kind of, thing. You go through, you're, trying to be the best, collect everything. They definitely weren't bad games. Like those other ones were good. I know a lot of people who enjoyed them and had fun with them and everything, but they just weren't my cup of tea. But I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had with Pokemon. All right, let's pick this up. Oh, a dire hit, which is completely useless for me because I don't want to use that. Shh, can't you see I'm hiding? Hey, he's right here. Come get him. Hey! No, you don't want to. Did I make you cry? Alright, we've cleared off that section. Let's go down here. There's another scientist in there. Oh, apparently there's this guy too. Team Rocket had taken control of Silph Co. You are slowly losing it floor by floor. And by slowly, I mean actually at a pretty quick rate, to be honest. I think we're doing a pretty good job of taking this back. I don't think your little rat here is going to help you maintain. Goodbye. Yep, we got him. Alright, and will we switch? Nope, we're going to keep battling. We're going to take down his little pile of ooze, I guess is what we can call Grimer. His little pile of ooze, we'll take him down too. There we go. Goodbye, Grimer. Alright, and we beat this front. I know, you're so shocked. We beat you. Who could have guessed? Alright, let's get all this loot in here. What we got? We got a full heal. Nice. And we got... oh, there's stuff back there too. A star piece. And we got an escape rope that we'll never use. And we got 5 great balls. Give me that. Give it. Give it. A revive. Something secret in here? Nope. Alright, we're gonna go beat Scientist Man up in that next room, and we'll be done with this floor. We should only have a few more to go down before we come back up. Hello, Scientist Man. I mean, Pokemon should be your friends, not your servants. What's the matter, you? Scientist Randy sent out Voltorb. It's not very effective. Let me use Thunderbolt on you. Surprised Thunderbolt doesn't, like, heal me at this point, to be honest. Like, I'm surprised that hasn't been, like, a thing that they've done for Pikachu. Or most of those Pokemon of the same type. Like, if you use the same type move, it just heals you. That'd be mean. It'd make things interesting, but I think it would be mean. Because sometimes that's all you have left. So it would make it a lot harder to win. You'd have to heal them until you run out of your moves and then struggle. Which that obviously would take the fun out of everything. And an electrode. So if you don't die in one hit, you're probably going to self-destruct. It's fine. I'm sure I can tank it. No, you're going to use Sonic Boom. And miss. You're going to keep on doing the eyebrows. Alright, dude, calm down. What's the matter with you? Yeah, you see this, buddy? I've already opened the door. Yeah, I've already opened this door. I'm going about this in a different way than I would have back in the day. Alright, so we got that dude. Oh, we haven't beat you, huh? If you get in our way, then you'll really be in our way. Thank you for those wise words of wisdom, you Team Rocket grunt, with your one haunter. I appreciate you informing me that if I get in your way, I'll really be in your way. I'm going to continue to be in your way, if you don't mind. There we go. And Haunter's dead. As usual, we have just completely obliterated him. Apples is level 44. Beat the grunt. Alright, nothing that way. This room had nothing in it. Except for this item that I didn't see. We want that. We want all the items. All the items. Alright, let's go this way. I'm assuming there's just a locked door. Nope, it's just the end of a hallway. So let's go up and go through and take on Scientist Man. Max Lore. What's up? I support Team Rocket more than I support Silphco. Because I'm Evil Scientist Man. And me and my octuplets all join Team Rocket. Look at my mean Grimer. He isn't sitting there going, "Hi! Give me a hug!" He's ready to hurt you. I guess he's dead now, so he can't hurt me. Boo, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, we're gonna keep battling. And Magmar's gonna die to a splishy splash. Splish, splash, Magmar's taking a bath. Da-da-da-da. No, I am not going to learn Protect because I am not a scrub. The only time I'll find Protect useful is if I needed to use it to stall a turn for some reason, to heal or whatever, but even then, am I going to battle you while you're sitting in the chair? What's going on, first that kid? Where are all you kids out here? Cool, I don't have to battle you. I'm okay with that. And this just leads to teleporters and cool machines with Pokeballs. Ooh, we got a guy up there by the office plant. Let's see what he's up to. Hey, bud. What am I to do? Why don't you just go down the stairs and leave? Like, isn't that an option? Can't you just be like, alright, well, I'm done for the day. Goodbye. Just walk down these stairs. Yeah, because I've already cleared all this. So I think we are now caught up. I think this is the first floor. We'll go ahead and open these doors up. Just say, oh, nope, we got a scientist man. Let's go ahead and beat this one. Check that door up top. We'll go down, and I think when we go down, that will take us to the lobby. In which case, then we'll just work our way back up. It'll take a few seconds just to kind of run through each floor, just to make sure we've opened up all the doors. And then we'll just pick a teleporter, and we'll start teleporting. Oh no, Shadow! That's right. Go, Connor! We're gonna beat a Connor with a Connor. Yeah, we did. Well, the fact that you challenged me to a battle, for one. To be accurate, I work for both. It's hard to make ends meet. Bruh, I get that. Eek, no, stop help. Oh, you're not with Team Rocket. I'll give you one of our products. Thank you for giving me the suicidal TM. Of all the things to give me, you choose to give me the one that will hurt me the most. Alright, let's go down. Does it actually say what floor we're on? Second floor. Yes, so this should be the lobby. Correct? Yes. Alright, perfect. So lobby's clear, obviously. Floor 2 is now clear. Most of these lower floors are now completely clear. Floor 3 is done. Yeah. So we don't need to go through floor 3. Floor 4. We've gone through this one. Yep. Tell because that had a door closed previously. Floor 5. Yeah, we beat this dude. Right over here is actually, I think, where we did that battle and got the key. So we completed this floor. Yeah, because they're all back and they're like, oh, what are we going to do? Yeah, you keep saying that, but you just refuse to give it to me. I want the Porygon, bro. Alright, we've done this floor. Except for this door here. See, this is exactly why we're checking. So we want to make sure to get all this stuff. Get all this loot. And truly finish our quest for beating every trainer in the game. Alright, this room is now clear. Yeah, we already beat that dude. We just didn't do that bottom little corner because we needed the key. So as we work our way up now, it should just be opening doors. Once we get up to that last floor, then we can go ahead and drop down. Yeah, we'll come back down a floor and we'll teleport around. What's up? You want me to have a Pokemon? Hey, look. We just got our Lapras. Thanks, man. It's Lapras. It's very intelligent. Yay, we got a Lapras. And tuck Lapras away in the box. Excuse me, sir. You dropped your candy. Well, there's Conrad over there. Which leads me to believe that this is probably the way that we're supposed to go. Now, I already beat you. Yeah, that's going to be a teleport where I'm hoping that they're not going to do like the original game and have the rival battle me there. Just because it never made sense, you know? Like, it was a really random spot to be like, hey, let's have a battle before you face Giovanni. I know there's an item there, Pikachu. We can probably take you with... I'm one of the 4 Rocket Sisters. Okay. Does that make you special? Or are you just saying that? Because I've already seen at least 2 other female Team Rocket members who look exactly like you. Let's see what Leonardo can do against an electric type. Scald it! Murdered. Murdered. He's over his fear of electricity. Alright, and we will keep battling. And we'll do it again! And we'll scald your last one. Look at that. Dead. Dead. Obliterated. Do 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 do. Alright, and get this. Dragon Pulse. Nice. It's a good dragon move. Alright, and bingo. Open the door. Alright, nothing in here but this item. 3 smart candies. Alright, cool. Let's go up the floor. Alright, so we've already beaten you. I don't think there's any actual locked doors on this one. Yeah, because this guy doesn't have anything useful to say. He's just been, yeah, we've been taken over. This is the end. It's the end of days for Silph-Co. Yeah, we beat that guy, beat that guy. We have not been in here, so we need to beat this guy. And go ahead and get that item, and then that'll clear out this floor. Challenged by Scientist Parker. Go, Leonardo. Ooh, Electro Deflect. Good thing he didn't use an electric move. I'm gonna self-destruct now. He's gonna self-destruct. Now he's gonna Sonic Boom. What a weird... Why wouldn't you use an electric move? Like, I mean, of course I don't want Leonardo to faint or anything, but it's like, I'm just surprised more than anything that, like, you know, like, why wouldn't you do that? Porygon. Porygon, the Polygon Pokemon. Oh, jeez. Hyper Beam, huh? Not bad, not bad. Tanked it pretty well. And we'll get another Bubble Beam, and then he should have to recharge, so we'll get to finish him off. And this doesn't kill him anyway. Nope. Alright, and we'll bite you. Now. Currently we have 5. We've got 5 badges so far. Right now, we're going off of a team that other people have been watching have been kind of picking and naming and all that kind of stuff, but right now we are rocking with Pikachu, Blastoise, Pidgeot, Gloom, Charizard, and a Butterfree. And we're kind of working our way up through Silph-Co, just kind of clearing it floor by floor since we have the key card. And we'll go ahead and do our teleports. Now hopefully take down Giovanni. Alright, we got another scientist man in here. Did we already beat him? Yeah, we already beat him. Cool. We just opened those doors because they were there, apparently. Don't think there was any locked doors on this side. Oh, yes, there is, because that's the Nurse Joy room. There it is. That's what we've been looking for. Our good old friend Nurse Joy to give us some love. Well, that's a nice little painting. A spy dressed as a nurse. Thank you. I'll have to give you a scolding. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's the teleport we actually need. We'll keep that door locked. We'll come back down and that'll be the first teleport we'll do. But for now, we're going to work our way back up to the top and finish clearing out these floors. Yeah, I already beat you. Beat you. We got to open this door. Anyone in here? Hello? Nope. No one around. Awesome. What are we on? Floor 10. Alright, so there's no point in going up because that last floor does not have any doors on it that are locked. Alright, here we go. Bingo. Excuse me, sir. Wait, what? Okay, that was weird. I'm going to assume they did that on purpose. Alright, Shadow. Let's get through this one nice and quick. If you would. Thank you. And a Haunter, which we can take care of Haunter nice and easy too. Boop. Yeah, there we go. And he's been defeated. Pikachu's level 50, which is a nice step up in our preparation for Cinnabar Island. Even for Sabrina a little bit. Let's start teleporting around. Don't remember the specific order for these teleports. But we will get up to where... Oh, actually. Well, there we go. Found it. Oh, thanks for healing me, Conrad. Oh, yeah, so that's what I thought. They weren't going to have us battle the rival. Archers come up, and we're going to beat him again. What do you think? He's right up ahead. Yeah, I've already seen him. I know he's here because I could see over the wall. Go. Oh, well that's nice. I don't even have to battle in this room. I do like some of these little changes they've done with the story. To let it make a little more sense. Hold it right there, twerp. There's Jesse and James. I thought they came in here. Not that they're going to have much of a chance. Team Rocket, Jesse and James. Arbok and Weezing. Alright, and let's Thunderbolt Weezing. And let's Scald Arbok. Why not? Have some fun. Crack our limbs while we do it. Yeah, Gandy, of course. Definitely. You know, you've been giving us a lot of support, especially recently. You know, giving Apples that gift sub and everything not long ago. So for sure, you can be a Pokemon. Is there a specific one you want to be, or is there, you know, just kind of the next one we catch, or, you know, how do you, I guess let me kind of know more about what you're thinking about with that. You know, take a little bit and kind of think about it. Decide if you want to be a certain Pokemon, or if you want me to add one to the team, or you know, anything like that. And we'll get you sorted. All right, let's go, Pikachu. All right, Arbok's down. Let's see if Blastoise can go ahead and finish him off. Reason just use something. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, of course you get the bad luck of the paralyze. That's okay. Quick attack's gonna easily finish. Oh, nope, nope. You're not attacking an empty space. Alright, Weezing. Take you out. And I'll just water gun you. Again, just in case. But yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so that should be that battle done. Leonardo almost leveled up. Alright, as always, Arg, I hate kids. Let's see, just like always, yep. Goodbye. So before we open this door, let's go ahead and heal up for a second. Alright, we want medicine, we want super potion. Heal up our buddy Leonardo. And we want, where's my... There it is. That was a paralyzed heal. I was gonna say, I know I had them. Alright, yeah. Alright, we've opened the door. We'll save. Alright. And in we go. Alright, now, Mr. President. I hope you're not thinking of lying to me, the Master Ball. You've successfully created one, didn't you? Do you think it's that easy to make? It's a ball that catches any friggin' Pokemon you want. Now I know who you really are. There's no way I'm going to make a thing like that. Not for someone like you. How dare you? And give up any thought of forcing us to create lots of powerful Pokemon for you. Pokemon are friends, not food. Using stolen research to create Pokemon, that's not something Sylph should ever do. We had a deal. You agreed to this. You're a smart man. I'm sure you can imagine what will happen to your people if you say no. To me now. Hi! Young Dak. So we meet again. The president of Sylph and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters. That's a great uniform, though. Looks fitting. Or experience a world of pain! You want to be the Lapras? Well, we can definitely do that. I'll go ahead and rename the Lapras after this match. Once we take out Giovanni, I'll rename the Lapras for you. Need to decide who to swap out for Lapras, though. That's the hard part. Probably go ahead and sub you out for Turin, just because he is the Butterfree, and he's been kind of the weak point in the team at the moment. we'll go ahead and probably swap you out for him. How's that sound? Oh, good, good. Alright, and Rhyhorn. We'll keep battling. Why not? We've got Splishy Splash. We don't need to use a water Pokemon right now. We can just kill you with electric water. Bye, Rhyhorn. Alright, and Leonardo's level 45. Nice. And what did Nidoking, I think you said? Nidoqueen. That's right. Let's floaty fall you. Why not? Maybe we'll get a flinch. Nope. But you are gonna body slam, and I'm probably gonna flinch. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Alright. Let's Splishy Splash. And there we go. Down goes Nidoqueen. Super effective. Excellent. Yeah, we did. We beat Giovanni. Yep, you lost again. You know why? Because you suck! You suck dick. Blast. I have little choice now. It seems I will relinquish Sylph for now. But Team Rocket will never fall! Dak, never forget. All Pokemon exist for Team Rocket's use, even though Pokemon existed before Team Rocket. I may leave you now, but we will meet again. Goodbye. Alright. What do you gotta say, lady? You're welcome. You're not the president. What are you talking about? Pikachu's happy! Thank you for giving me the Master Ball that you just said didn't exist. Don't worry. I'll go tell Giovanni all about it. That would be a twist, wouldn't it? You're like, hey, guess who's got that Master Ball, boss? Oh, Conrad's gone. He just left. Let's get out of here, go back to the lobby. I'm sure there'll be a little cutscene. First floor. Oh, nope, nope, cutscene. Good, well, we've got time now, so we're going to go ahead and swap our party around as requested. So we'll go ahead and... we'll remove turn for now. Still keep them up near the top. Now we need Lapras. This is the Lapras that was given to us, correct? Yes, because it's the only one we have. So first of all, add it to our party. And then change the name. And we will name it Gandhi. There we go. And we have named it Gandhi. Now you are a little bit weaker than the rest of the team at the moment, so we will need to work on getting you leveled up here. But we can easily do that. Let's go ahead and save our progress. There we go. All right. Let's get out of here. Everybody's just peacefully back in their chairs and ready to be back to work, I guess. Alright, now we've got a cutscene. You did it! You beat Giovanni! That Archgrab made a run for it, so I chased him all the way out of here. Then all Team Rockets ran from Saffron City, too. Guess we're lucky you're such a strong trainer. I was a little scared, like what would happen if it turned out the bad guys were the strongest. But you and me, we managed to save Sylph. Nobody will have to go through what Cubone went through ever again. Now everything's back to normal. It's time for our gym. No, I haven't. Maybe we'll both make it all the way to the Pokemon League. Let's give it our best shot. See ya. That is kind of a nice touch. Like, I mean, I'd always enjoyed kind of rival battles, but they've done a good job of kind of toning them down a bit. You know, like they they just got in some of these recent games. They just have had so many. Like Pokemon Sword, obviously, and Shield came out after this, but there was like a rival battle every like 5 minutes where he heals you afterwards and all that stuff. It just felt like it was just nice to like kind of have a breather. I am. Here, take this. Oh, I can be a policeman. I can be a policeman's. All right. Let's go ahead and do the Saffron Gym. We should be able to get through this pretty quickly, as long as we meet the requirements for it. We'll go ahead and get this done. Yo, champ in the making. You need to have a Pokemon at least level 45. I mean, over half my team. No problem. That's Pokemon at least level 45. Yeah, it is. All right. Then fly off to meet the gym leader. So now we'll teleport. Yeah, we'll go through. We should hopefully be able to get through at least all of these grunts before we have to worry about healing in front of Sabrina. Hey, what's up? No, I'm not scared of psychics that use unseen power. I actually prefer psychics that use unseen power. Yeah, nice little model. Johan. Unfortunately for you, you're using a water psychic. So, goodbye. Dead. Alright, Slowbro's down. What else you got, Johan? Or if we want to take it to the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things, Jessie. Since that was the change name in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for Johan. Became Jesse Anderson. Not to spout out random Yu-Gi-Oh! Facts, they're doing a Pokemon playthrough. They did announce a Digimon official trading card game coming over to the States and kind of and everything, so that's interesting, kind of coming to the West. I'm really curious to see what people will think about that, and whether they'll want to. That's something that they'll want to play, if it'll grow, and everything. All right, so that was not the right. All right, cool. I don't remember the order for these teleports either. Gosh, you have seen some shit. Holy crap, those eyes. Those are some terrifying eyes. Yeah, exactly. OMG. Like, those are some horrifying eyes. Alright, you're sending out a Haunter, which easy enough to take care of. We've been dealing with Haunters for a while. Now, yeah, so kind of getting back to that Digimon. Yeah, they announced the Digimon trading card game, so I'm really curious to see kind of what that's going to do and how that's going to affect stuff. I mean, I'm not expecting it to, like, take over the, world and be the best trading card game or anything like that. It honestly kind of shocks me that it's just now happening. Like, I mean, Pokemon and Digimon were obviously big early competitors, so I would have thought that would have happened, like, 10 years ago, but... And I mean, for all I know, and I might not be remembering it, there could have very well have been one that just failed. There are quite a few trading card games that have failed over here. Like Duel Masters, that definitely has failed over in the States, I would say. You can't buy any cards for it anymore. You can't find anything about it. That was a pretty fun game, though, there. I remember playing that growing up. Had quite the collection. But that one was all right. You had you had Card Fight Vanguard or Card Buddy Fight or something like that. There are some. I think I just combined two of them, honestly. But there were some games like that I know people who have played, but they didn't take off as well. You can still find some of those cards, and like the animes are still going strong, but just over here, in my experience, you know, from what I've seen and encountered, they are not doing well either. You know, they're not blowing up. I mean, obviously your big trading card games are going to be Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic. I would say more than likely that's the descending order. Magic obviously being your biggest and your best. Yu-Gi-Oh being kind of right behind it. And then obviously your Pokemon kind of right behind that. Mostly just because Pokemon, the card game itself, tends to gravitate more towards the younger audiences. I really don't want to have to use an Awakening, so can you please wake up, Pikachu? That'd be great. Can that wake you up? Or are you still going to be asleep? Nope, you're just going to keep on sleeping. Usually if I do a move... It's really obnoxious. But, oh, Pikachu toughed it out. Pikachu shook itself awake. Thank you. I appreciate it, Pikachu. Oh, that did a lot less than I expected, and I didn't get a chance to use Psychic, which is what, or Quick Attack, which is what my plan was. But that's okay. We'll revive Pikachu here right before the battle. Let's go ahead and have Leonardo go in. There we go. Let's go ahead and Bubble Beam. Alright, cool. Connor grew to level 46. Andrew grew to level 46. Regrettably, I have lost. Blush. Alright, let's go ahead and heal Shadow. Since we're here. That way we don't have to leave. There we go. Let's see if it's this one. Alright, and go bottom corner. What's up? Yeah, I think we only have like 1 or 2 trainers left. And then we hopefully get to Sabrina. So we'll beat this one and then we'll pick that top corner. Kadabra! Alright, let's Splishy Splash. I love that animation so much. Alright, so we'll have to heal again before Sabrina, unfortunately. That's okay. Dang it. Of course, Floaty Fall misses the time I need it to not miss. Don't give me that side eye. I didn't tell you to make your move miss. You chose to make it miss. You got a 95% chance of hitting, or something like that. Why are you missing? Alright, and another Kadabra. Alright, do another Floaty Fall. Hey, though, because talking about the trading card games and everything, that does remind me of some of like the tabletop games and stuff I used to also play growing up. And a big one I missed was the Star Wars tabletop game. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was basically it was a game where you would they had packs of minis that you would buy ultimately. I think I beat you already. Nope, still got to battle you. So we actually now have hopefully this one and that other one trainer left. But yeah, so they had like starter packs. They had all these different minis and stuff that you would pick up, and each pack would come with trading cards along with them that had the stats of the mini. And what would happen was you would have a set number of units that you could use for the game. Like, 200 unit points, just as a arbitrary number. Each unit would have, its own value. Like, oh, this Stormtrooper unit is 10 points. This Jedi is 50 points or whatever. Darth Vader's 75. And they'd have all their different ranges and everything. So you'd pick and build your kind of units. You'd place them on the battlefield, and each one had certain movements they could do. And then the battlefield map would have like little obstacles and things that you might not be able to pass over unless your characters had certain abilities and movements and whatnot. But it was a lot of fun. It kind of took the fun of card games in that you would buy, of course, obviously card game packs are typically cheaper, but you'd, spend, I don't know, $10 or something. Probably not that much. I don't remember it being that much. But you'd spend, whatever the price was for the booster packs, $8 or whatever at the time, on whichever booster pack you wanted. You'd get, almost like the D&D miniature boxes. You'd get, a couple, minis just kind of in that box along with their cards. So you'd get, a certain amount together. They range in size and rarity and everything. Usually you'd have a certain chance of getting each type of thing. And then from there, you would, obviously be able to collect and build your armies and whatnot. And just like a trading card game, you could trade them and everything. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool stuff that you could do with them. I have some of the minis left, but that's just through sheer luck. As I kind of went through stuff, and now they've been thrown in to use as placeholder minis for our D&D sessions if needed. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of giving them to a friend of mine who was big into Star Wars when I was getting ready to move away. I gave him a bunch of them, and he recently I had reconnected with him, probably like a year or two ago, and it had popped into my head about it, and we were really starting to get into our D&D kind of kick and needing the minis. So I was asking, if he was still using them, or if that was something where if he didn't have them or if he had them but didn't want them anymore, if I could maybe go ahead and borrow them or whatever until we got some minis. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to find them, so he doesn't know what happened to them, which is a shame because I would have loved to have had that collection again, be able to use that as maybe one of the games that we streamed here and there. But it's pricey to get now. It's definitely a pricier game to kind of track down, so I'm not too concerned about it. And I definitely don't want him to feel bad about it. I love him to death. He's basically like my brother. So it was just kind of he mentioned that he was moving down and he was going through boxes, and I was kind of like, hey, if you see those, set them aside because I'll pay it. I'll give you a few bucks for them or whatever if you don't want them anymore. That kind of thing, so we could use them. But definitely, it was a fun game. Now with 3D printers and stuff like that, which is an investment that I might be looking at here in the future, getting into a 3D printer to be able to make some minis and make some stuff like that for us to be able to play different games. That is one thing that we're thinking about and talking about, is we might be able to take some of those games people have made minis, or they've made the STL files for them, so we could print them and play them and everything. So that might be something that we look into. If people have enough interest, we might look into doing a variety of things with them. Printing them, of course, but then maybe doing like streams where we paint them, and that way people can see how bad we are at painting, and hopefully we can improve our painting skills over time, and then from there be able to go ahead and do the different games with them. But people take a lot of care making those minis and those STLs and things like that, not only for D&D but for stuff like Warhammer and everything like that as well. People take like Halo, and Halo had some sort of tabletop game that was in the works that ended up getting like canceled or something like that, and people have made and have found and recreated all of the files and stuff, which is just awesome. There's a lot of great community support for things like tabletop games and everything, and that's something that I want to be able to support. It's a great area, and it's something that you don't see a lot anymore, at least here in the United States. I know things like Warhammer are a lot less expensive and a lot more popular over in the UK. I have friends over there who have who are big into it, and it's a lot easier for them to find stuff and get stuff. And do whatever they need to do than it is over here. So that's always something that to keep in mind too, is it could always be your area where you have those issues, but you know, it's something that we might look into here in the future and see about hopefully doing. Just because we think it would be a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential for, you know, for that here in the future. Jinx, use Psychic while Jinx dances. It hurt. Alright, let's see if we can take down Jinx. And we got one more. I'm trying to remember what her last Pokemon is. I think it's like an Alakazam. Yeah, I remembered. Let's keep battling. Let's see if we can take down this Alakazam. Thunderbolt him. Now we just need to survive his Nightshade. We did. I'm gonna do one more Thunderbolt. There we go. Alakazam has fallen. We have just beaten Sabrina and got our 6th badge. Very nice. Sabrina looked good in this, though. I do like her model. Like that creepy guy in the background. I love him. Oh my gosh. I don't think we've come across one of them yet. Out and about. That guy all the way on the right, kind of right above Pikachu's head right now. That guy's amazing. Calm Mind. Nice. Yeah, see, it looks like all her people are in the... A bunch of her people are in the crowd. Alright, so we have beaten Sabrina. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We've cleared this gym. We've beaten them all. Alright, and we'll go ahead and swap our party. And let's see if we can take out the dojo real quick. With Leonardo. Because it should be pretty much just fighting types in here. So we should be able to get through pretty quickly with pure water. Let's go ahead and save. We'll see if we can get through this in record time. Alright, let's go! You're trespassing in our dojo! Black Belt Hitoshi. What do you got for me, Hitoshi? A Primate. Alright. And let's see what we can do to take out Primate. Let's go ahead and scald him. And he used Karate Chop, which did not hurt at all. That's Bubble Beam End. There we go. One down. So that's 1 out of 5. If I remember correctly, some of them do have more than one Pokemon, of course. The last guy, I think, has a Hitmonchan and a Hitmonlee, and that's it. But it should be, yeah, now I beat this dude, and I go up and beat those two. I'm trying to remember all the fighting types in this original game. So Primeape is what he had. This guy should have, yeah, he's got a Graveler. I think one guy does have a Golem. One guy has like a Machop, or Machamp, something like that. Like they did a pretty good job with the diversity of the Pokemon in here. And it's not like battling Team Rocket members, I think, where each one has like the same 2 or 3 Pokemon, the same little pool. I think each one has a different type. Alright, and we got all those. We beat Aaron, so we're 2 down. He stubbed his fingers. He gave us 3 Pokeballs. Great dudes. Alright, let's go. Face this guy. You're good. I won't hold back. that this will be good. We'll clear Saffron City. Oh, almost time to get some food. I'm hungry. That's right, he's got a Poliwhirl, because that is also technically a fighting type. Or a ground type, or whatever. See what Scald does to him. I know it's not going to do a lot. Yeah, actually did a pretty decent job. So we should be able to kill him with the next one. But we're focusing on Leonardo right now, getting him some love and some training in. There we go. Poliwhirl is down. We got one more to go before our showdown with the boss man. We got money for winning. I am a challenger. Thank you for noticing. And we're challenged by Black Belt Mike. He sent out a Macho. It's actually a bit of a surprise. I thought he had a chant. But apparently not. We can water gun him. There we go. He did. Alright, and we have flown through these guys. Now we just got to take down the leader. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Grunt, I am the master! You wish to... Oh, no mercy! Wah! Now, if I remember correctly, we only get one of these Pokemon. So, better choose wisely. We'll worry about that once we beat them. If we decide to pick one now, we might wait and save that for a later time. Just because, I mean, there's no real immediate rush to pick one. Bite choke. Flinch. Dang it. Just hoping he would flinch. Just curious if we'd get that lucky. I also love that he's damaging himself with recoil and with burn. So I'm just trying to see if I can just out-tank him more than anything. Scald him! Yeah, like that's doing nothing. Bite him! Finish him! Oh my gosh. Well, the burn will get him. Got him! That's how we do it. Alright, we got extra XP. We've beaten this guy, we've beaten the master, and we've beaten this gym. And I think we did it in under about 3 minutes. Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Yeah. Hitmonlee. Hitmonchan. Choose which one you like. Oh, that's nice. That's cool that they come out so you can see them. Yeah, we're not gonna pick them right now. We're probably gonna save that as like a closer to the end of the game thing. Here, just because with the ability to bring stuff in from Go, we'll see if like there's one I'm missing. That way I can just have the easy Pokedex completion. But that is actually where we're going to go ahead and stop for now. So I do want to thank everybody so much, of course, for watching and for joining us today. We did a lot. stuff. We, of course, went through all of Silph Co. We went ahead and beat the Saffron Gym, went ahead and beat the Dojo. We went ahead and beat Fuchsia City. So, I mean, we've done a pretty good chunk of stuff today. Learned strength, tons and tons of fun stuff. I always have a blast with this stream, and it's something I'm always excited about and looking forward to. If it's something where you haven't already, definitely go ahead and follow so you can see when we go live next with more Pokemon. We'll be back a little bit later today with more D&D. So that adds something to check out, of course. We'll be doing D&D this evening. That'll be around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Generally, that'll be the start. We may jump in a little early, depending on when everybody gets together and when everybody's ready to go. But usually around 6 p.m. is when we'll start that. Again, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some D&D 5th Edition Curse of Strahd. Very fun setup we have, multicams and all that. So hopefully that'll be something you stick around for and enjoy. Until then, and kind of following that, Monday, personally I am off from work, so I'll probably be streaming and doing stuff throughout the day as well. I'm not sure what games just yet. I was hoping to have my Tony Hawk copy to play that, but unfortunately that is not here yet, and that's not expected to arrive until Tuesday. So I'm going to find something to do on Monday since we'll actually be able to stream and enjoy that day together, playing some games and whatnot. So we'll find something fun to do for that. For Tuesday, we'll probably be back, hopefully finally with some Tony Hawk, playing that and enjoying that game as well. Hopefully having some fun there with that. And then we'll be able to kind of go from there. But we are going to go ahead and find somebody to raid, spread the love, and kind of share the joy. So again, I do want to thank everybody. Let's go ahead and pop in to Martin in the Littlewood. His stream here, it looks like he is playing some Marvel's Avengers, which is a lot of fun. I've heard a lot of great things about it, barring Sony being Sony and refusing to give us the love and Spidey that we need and that we want. But until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day.